And hello. I don't know why we're all on the left. There is nothing in the middle of the screen. We've just got a massive blank space. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we can fix that. Oh, it's all going on. Welcome to the Absolute Football Podcast. It's going to be one of those evenings. I hope you're all doing well. The Premier League is back, so we're doing a bit of a funky Premier League watch-along tonight, / Rochdale. Rochdale are a Premier League side, so we're counting Rochdale in our watch-along tonight.
In our eyes, yeah.
This is it. It's just a matter of time, so we're just jumping them ahead a couple of seasons. It's going to happen. Hope everybody is okay. So we have a couple of live watch-alongs, which we're going to get to in a minute. But first, introduce the team. We've got, of course, Shah. It's almost like our lights are so... It's almost like we're in the same room, if you look. I know. Sort of very well.
I'm next to the door.
Yeah, we've got double door. How are you? Okay?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm really excited to be back with you guys. I feel like it's been a while because every Tuesday Dale are playing at home. So I took advantage that we had an away match today and I thought, you know what? I'm going to come on with you guys.
And what a wonderful choice, exactly, to bring the OGs back together. And so, Rochdale have had quite a few rearranged games, haven't they? You've got about another 45 to play for the end of the season.
No.
It's been one of them. And of course, with the man who's joining us out of the Matrix today, he's come to join us to bring happiness for his lovely Arsenal. Lucas, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good. And how is the Arsenal game going? Let's start there, shall we? Start with a positive.
Yeah, we scored. That's the positive. It was such a messy goal. Fulham have got to be fuming about it, but 1-0 up. But I don't know. I'm just kind of done with the Premier League now. It's kind of over it, to be honest. So, yeah.
I've been over it since October. It's a bit of a pain. I have to host this every week and see what's going on. But we've also got the wonderful people in the chat. Obviously, it's not just Premier League. There's lots of other games going on. We've got Graham. Graham has got a goal for Charlton. He was in early with that one. Godden, Mansfield playing out, but pass it straight to Godden, who makes no mistake. Godden again. Ole, he was over the moon, but then, equaliser for Mansfield, crossing to the box, and Craig smashes a great volley into the net. Goal, not gosh, but both are appropriate. That's up there with worldwide. He says good evening to the OGs. Hello, you sexy buggers, says Claire. Hello to you, Claire. And of course, we've got Sean with his fantastic match report. Northampton 0, Rotherham 1. Scrappy goal. Let's not talk about it. Fair enough.
They've sacked Steve Evans as well, haven't they, Rotherham? I know we'll talk more on Thursday, but sacked Steve Evans.
They have sacked Steve Evans. They have indeed. So we are watching. I'm watching Manchester United. So I'll give you a quick flavour of what I've watched so far. Actually, some crisp passing, doing okay, but the scoreline's not great. Anthony Elanga picked the ball up from our own corner and just ran the entire length of the pitch. Separated. It was like the Moses, the Red Sea parting in between him as he came and finished it into the bottom corner. So it was really good from Elanga, but a bit sloppy to get caught from a set piece. And they've had a couple of chances, looking okay, but Nottingham Forest are a good side, so my expectations are not great for this evening. Shah, how's Rochdale doing? What's the goings on at Rochdale?
Yeah, well, it is half time at the moment. We are 1-0 up. Devante Rodney, I'm really, really happy about him being back from injury. I'm hoping it is on his side at the moment because we've seen the glimpses that we can in Devante Rodney. Obviously, he scored a couple at the weekend as well. We have got a lot of injuries, though, at the minute, and I know Jim is resting some with our semi-final. But, yeah, so far, so good. So, fingers crossed. We do have another half, though, so I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
This is it. We're not going early. And hello, Jen's joined us. Jen's in the chat with us as well. Love to see our Jen and Jamie. Hey up, how's it going? Well, it depends which game you're watching as to how it's going, I think. Oh, well, yeah, plenty of time to go. There's plenty of time to go. We don't want to do anything too early. Claire's winning as well. It feels like everybody's winning but me. I feel left out of this particular game
Sam.
so far.
Still time.
There's still time. Hello to Sky Blue Deck, even to you. Hope you're doing well as well. So yeah, we're just going to chat about and react probably crazily to what's going on the screen ahead of us. But Lucas, we're talking briefly off there. Gabrielle's gone off with a hamstring injury. Is that making you feel good with Champions League ahead of you and Jacob back?
I wasn't feeling it beforehand, but now I'm terrified because at least beforehand I was like, well, if we lose, we probably won't get battered because our defense is still pretty solid. You throw in Kivior now, and it suddenly changes things significantly, especially with Mbappe, Vinny. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, that's not great, but it happens. I'm not even surprised now when players like this get injured. When players play every single game all season and they go down injured, I'm not surprised. Gabriel's probably played every minute of Premier League football this season. So yeah, like it was bound to happen at some point. But yeah, another one. And he pulled up when he was running, which is usually a good 3 to 6 weeks, right?
That'll be the season pretty much, wouldn't
it? Yeah, which is basically like he might be done for the rest of the season. Timber's had a few knocks as well. Again, he's played all season after coming back from an ACL. So yeah, but we've got Saka back. He'll be on in the second half at some point, which is great news. But bloody hell, how is he back so soon? I do feel very, very worried about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder whether that's with when is it? It's Madrid's next week, isn't it? So you got weekend game, and then Tuesday. You've got, so I guess 20 minutes, half an hour tonight, and then maybe an hour at the weekend and chuck him in against Madrid. Is that the plan?
I mean, an hour away at Everton when you've just come back from an injury.
Everton's not the fixture you want to get your legs underneath you, is it?
Not the nicest place, but yeah, it's good to have him back. But I hope they are being careful because this feels very risky. I was not expecting him back this soon. So unless he's a miraculous recovery or they are rushing it back, we'll know because hopefully he'll be all right. But I'm very concerned about that. I'm also like, what's the point? We're not gonna beat Madrid over 2 legs. Like, come on.
Do you think
stranger things have happened? But
stranger things have happened. I mean, the women's team did it.
Real Madrid. They turned it over, yeah, they're better than us, though.
set the blueprint.
There is a chance we can do it, but it's Real Madrid.
They find a way, don't they?
A quarterfinal. This is when they start.
Ancelotti as well.
Yeah. I just don't know how we stop them from outscoring us over 2 legs. I mean, there's a chance we could beat them at home. I do think we could surprise everyone there. But once we go to the Bernabeu, like, it's curtains.
It could be tough. Sky Blue's asking, is Ben White fit?
Ben White is fit. I think his wife is in labour, which is why he's missing today. But again, Ben White is not a centre-back. But, I mean, could it be worse than Kivior? At least Kivior knows the player. Ben White cannot play centre-back, neither can Calafiori. I wouldn't trust either of them there. So it'd be interesting to see what Arteta does next week with this. I think he will go. I don't know if he will. Will he go Kivior? I don't know, actually. I don't think he'll throw Ben White in there, who's barely played. It will have to be Kivior because he's the only one who's playing consistently. Calafiori's not back, so it will have to be Kivior.
Kivior will bust.
Unless he moves Timber there and plays Ben White on the right. But even then, Timber's not a centre-back. And why would you risk it with Vinny throwing in Ben White?
Well, exactly. You've got to watch that side, haven't you? The plan's going to be mostly on that side and something else. Yep. Graham wants Saka at centre-back, so he's having a right giggle today. Injury news as well coming out of Nottingham Forest. Ola Aina's come off with an injury as well. So it's that time of the season when players are dropping like absolute flies. Have you got a post-summer tournament as well this summer, Lucas? Or are you guys taking there? Because I know we're going over to the States for like 3 weeks for...
We'll probably be out in the States again. We always go to the States. We'll probably be playing you at some point.
Probably the summer series, the Premier League summer series that means even less than the Community Shield to everybody. My only hope is that for us is that trying to get as much finance as we can, just play all the players we're going to get rid of that we don't care about, run them into the ground.
Literally.
But leaving, Lindelof's going to play every minute, I think.
See if you can find some buyers for Casemiro.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he'd love it out there. He'll have a great time in Miami or something. I could see Casemiro out there. Rebecca joins us. She's got a score update from Matt Quinton's halftime, and we're We are getting 1-0, I presume.
We're getting beat, I'm
Getting
thinking.
beat 1-0, not fun at all. I know it's not fun at all. And Glenn says, Rebecca, the match report just isn't the same without the facial expressions. Yeah, she was, I can't remember what game it was she was watching. Like Wales, that was it. She was watching Wales last week with a late equaliser in that game and having a lot of fun doing it. We were going to talk a bit of FA Cup while we're jabbering through this as well, because that's been the only football that's been going on. It seems like ages since the Premier League's been away. I even almost forgot to do my fantasy team. I had to pull over on the way home because I suddenly realised there's a deadline. It was a right disaster. I almost had Beto up front waiting the Merseyside derby. I was like, not with Crystal Palace playing Southampton. We can't be having any of that. That's not good. Shah, what did you make? Any games this weekend in the FA Cup that you wanted to talk about that stood out for you? It was great for all the home teams, wasn't it? They had a lovely time.
I know. One that I did see glimpses of, obviously the Crystal Palace game, where it genuinely sums up the stats do not matter in that game because obviously Crystal Palace beat Fulham 3-0, but the stats shown that Fulham had 71% possession to obviously Palace's 29. They had 16 shots to Crystal Palace's 8, but one player I did really want to mention, and I know the start of the season, I thought he weren't in great form, to be honest, but Eze is really, really standing out at the minute. It was good to obviously, it was good to see Mateta back as well after what happened in the last round of the FA Cup. So it was good to see him back. But yeah, I thought Palace, they're on a really decent run at it. And I think I saw a stat before, and it's the 6th consecutive away game where they've not even conceded a goal, which is really good. They're starting to really pick up, aren't they, at the minute, Crystal Palace? Because I know beginning of the season, they were struggling, weren't they? But yeah, that's one I did see. And obviously the Aston Villa game against Preston. I thought Preston did very well the first half, especially defensively. But obviously, lower league side, they're going to tire, aren't they? And for someone like Aston Villa and the players they've got, I don't want to rub it in as well, Sam, but I think Marcus Rashford played very well that game, obviously getting the 2 goals. But yeah, I thought Preston made a really good account for themselves in that game. But they are the only 2 that I did manage to see, unfortunately. I picked the wrong week to come on because I didn't see many games.
Well, at least you picked the ones with the goals. I bloody watched Brighton, Nottingham Forest, and I had to wait a long time for one in that game, I tell you. That game played out very much like a post-international break. Don't want to lose this game type of fixture. It was really turgid, considering the amount of goals in the previous games in there. But yeah, as you said, Shah, Palace have been really good. I think Munoz at the back, I've been really impressed with him. Yeah. And they've kind of quietly been going along doing their business, and Glasser's really got them into becoming a really difficult team to break down. I think away from home almost suits them more sometimes, gives them that space, and Eze was brilliant on that kind of counter-attack, etc. Lucas, do you think, are people going to start, is Eze going to be at Crystal Palace next season? Do you think he's one on the transfer radars? He was last season, but
I think he is angling for a move. I just don't know where he's going to go. I don't really know what team requires that profile and is probably willing to pay. I mean, how much is he going to go for? Like 50, maybe?
It's got to be England international age.
60.
It's going to be.
How many years has he got left in his contract? Because that will probably, if he's got more than 2 years, he's not going for less than 60 million. So, I mean, I feel like Spurs is actually probably one of the best fits, but I don't know if they would spend that money. I wouldn't take him at Arsenal. I don't think United. I think United's a terrible move. Chelsea could do with another player who can play on the wing. Why not? They haven't got enough of those. Forest is another one that could open up as well. Like there's definitely options. Newcastle, there you go. Newcastle would probably be my bet. That would make sense just because they got Gordon, Barnes. They're missing him. They are actually missing a creative player who can play through the middle. It's one thing they haven't really got in that side. They've kind of done without it, but I think Newcastle were missing. I think it was James Maddison a few years ago, which I thought would have been a great purchase. I think they're missing someone who can sort of just help Ishak out through the middle a little bit more. I think that would be a possible move. But otherwise, I don't know. I can see him doing another Zaha and just sticking around for a bit. He's not that young either. Like, He comes across it. He's got that sort of element where you think he's younger than he is. I think Eze's like 26, right? 26, 27. So if he doesn't move now, it will be another Zaha and he'll probably stay. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like Palace are so on the fringes of knocking on that door where Fulham are right now in terms of that top 8 and getting close to it. They just have to be consistent throughout a season, but they show it every season. They go on a mad run and they're just the best team in the league at one point. It's just do that for the whole season and you might actually start moving up that table. So it wouldn't be the worst move to stay. But I think Palace would definitely try and cash in if they could. Trying to actually check what his contract
he's been at Crystal Palace since 2020, 2021. He's done 5 seasons at Palace now. It's quite a stint to remain there. Graham is not quite as loving, of course, with Crystal Palace. He's refusing to accept them as a semi-finalist. Jem says, one thing I will say about the FA Cup is straight to Wembley. It takes away the special feeling of Wembley for me. Semi-finals, it's I've never been a fan of the semis at Wembley.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's as Graham says, it was only because of paying for the new stadium. It's always because of money. It's always because of money. But as you said, Sean, the Villa game, I think everyone expected, say Preston did so well to get to the quarterfinals. Massive day for them. And as you said on Marcus Rashford, say two goals for him. His first goal was in a Villa shirt. Obviously played internationally last week. We spoke about him a little bit, but I'm happy for him because I know everyone's coming at United fans a bit because of it being Rashford and he's playing well at Villa. But for me, one is I think we'd said he needed a move. You could see it in his language. He wasn't happy when everyone was like, well, he was out. He could have done this. He wasn't happy for season and a half basically. And it just wasn't gelling. From a United perspective, I always say this with players that go on loan, you don't want them to tank. If you end up with the Jadon Sancho situation where they're trying to get out the bloody deal, you want a player that either does enough to get a sale or comes back to you as a different unit. You don't want someone to go on loan and then be awful because then they'll come back sitting on their big fat wage doing nothing again. So
exactly,
I think it's positive to see that and that. Yeah, maybe it's sort of shaking him up a little bit and a bit of fresh and see what happens. But it'll be really interesting to see what happens with Rashford in the summer.
I think him and Asensio link up very, very well from what I've seen. Pairing, they really do. He's a very good player as well. Really good player. But obviously, changing subject, but still on United. It's like the Anthony situation. How well is he doing? It suits him, doesn't it? It suits him.
You leave United to become a baller.
Yeah.
He's become an absolute worldie. I only hope that those Saudi clubs are preparing their checkbooks. That's all I can know. Because he's exactly one that, he'll come back next season and we're like, Anthony's back. And then after 3 games, we're like, oh, no, not this.
Awful.
He's back, but
he's still spinning around in the right back area. And we'll be like, what have we got here? It's every single player, it seems. Every single player that leaves United do. It's like a freedom. But I also think some of that's La Liga as well. The style over there.
And every player who joins gets worse.
Yeah, we regress players. It's we're consistent with regression.
Eze's got 2 years, by the way. 2027.
2 years. It's got
so he has to leave this summer. Yeah, it's got to be now.
Palace will have to do it this summer because I would doubt he's going to sign
55 million market value. I think 50 million is fair.
I think 50 for Eze. That's probably about fair today's market.
He just doesn't he's not a big G. I think people misconfuse that he's not a big GA player, but he holds the ball, he progresses, he can dribble, brings others into play. But I think a team can't bring him in if they want him to add to the goals. But I think it's got to be a support role, which is why I think Newcastle is a perfect destination.
Yeah, he's a supporter like an X factor, isn't he? Someone that can spark you something, but you're not going to week in, week out see him. That's why I've always he's always one that, talking about fantasy teams and stuff, I've always struggled to kind of get behind because I just know it's going to be in and out with him.
Let's not mention fantasy teams, please. I am in utter downfall. I'm Spursing it up at the moment on fantasy. I've completely gone full Spurs.
You didn't promise the whole. Oh, that shot was nowhere near, but it got excited for a second. You've gone full on Ange, third season. This is the trophy. This is happening. It's all gone to...
It's all, unless a miracle happens, it's just how low can it go, basically, at the moment.
How low can it go? I don't think I'm doing too bad, actually. I think I'm up there on this year's on the podcast one. I'm not doing too bad, and I've got a bench boost and a wild card. So I'm, But today I didn't know what to do. I think because I'm out of sync today, I just kind of was like, I panicked. I had to pull over and panic.
I just left mine. I'm just like, just hold, like Bitcoin, hold on for dear life. I was just like, just leave it. Don't panic. Just leave it and save up as many chances as you can, unless you've got fires. My whole team's down fire at the moment, so that's all it is. But yeah, hopefully Reece James scores a free kick, because for some reason he can do it for England, but can't do it when
that was a great free kick as well. It was cracking.
It was great. I'm glad to see him back. Actually, he's a quality footballer.
Yeah,
he's another one, and he just needs to run, stay fit, and that's there was a time, wasn't it? Where everyone was arguing him versus Trent. That was the argument in terms of how good he was and consistency. And it just said he's one of those players people forget about because they've been injured for so long.
How good he was.
Yeah,
Trent is quality players. Like Trent just has passing over him. Everything else, Reece James in his prime, when he was bombing up and down the wing and crossing, scoring goals, like everything, and defensively, just even now when you look at it now, he's a unit.
Yeah,
I like him playing in the midfield as well.
This is it. He's so versatile in there, and with Chelsea, you play under a number of different managers, so you learn a lot of skills, skills and systems in that process. So you end up 360. Well, it's half time. Nottingham Forest, Man United, a couple of close openings at the end, but to be honest, their defence shut us down. We were saying off air because bloody Murillo and Milenkovic are fantastic. They really are. Watching them again today, what a pairing! It's just perfect.
Out of nowhere as well.
Tank. It is out of nowhere, and it just gels. They are just two that just absolutely are perfect for each other.
Partial to a goal as well, aren't they?
Yeah, Milenkovic is a dream this season. He's been fantastic. Yeah. And then if you get through them, you've got flipping Matt Sells, who's turned into prime Lev Yashin.
Yeah, Matt Sells isn't doing too bad at the moment.
It's a hell of a unit, considering that he used to have your old goalkeeper, didn't it? Was that last season they had? Was it Turner they had for a little bit?
Turner,
and then they upgraded to Sells.
Matt Turner.
US
Tina
number
Turner. Yeah, I mean, good old Forest. I did think you were going to lose that game, but I don't know if they'll bow you. But you lot just the Bruno.
They seem to be.
Bruno
they look a little bit leggy. Yeah, it's
distracting everyone from how bad you are. The Bruno effect in recent times has distracted everyone. It's like this is not always going to happen. So
no. There is a Bruno's doing it, and you're like, but that also is just showing that nobody else is doing anything at all.
Yeah, no one else can do it. It's just Bruno
or bust. There's been two substitutes. Nottingham Forest have had Ola Aina and they've had Danilo out within 2 minutes of the first.
What is happening tonight? Is this the moment when everyone just starts dropping?
This is dropping like.
It's post international break as well, isn't it?
It's the worst. It is the worst time for injuries
because there weren't really any injuries during this international break, were they?
No, everyone's like kind of. They've got the yellows on FPL. Well. There's a lot of yellows on FPLs, but
yeah.
Well, just looking. So Wolves, West Ham. Oh well, West Ham have made a triple substitution at half time. He ain't happy.
You're joking. 1-0 down.
1-0 down at Wolves. He's made triple substitution.
He does not respect Wolves at all. He's like, what are we doing here?
He said, what is going on here?
He's taking Ferguson off.
Yeah.
Apparently meeting up with Payet.
Who's that, sorry?
Have you seen that picture of Graham Potter apparently meeting up with Payet for a return back to West Ham?
Last dance. What's a coach? He's like 40 now.
Imagine. He was a player info. He was a really good player. I was gutted when he left. I loved watching him. I thought he was so good.
He's such a freak. He's 38. He's been playing in Brazil for Vasco da Gama.
That haven't even got at the minute. I'm joking.
Imagine just having him
Graham Potter subs are kind of like, isn't that who you should have started?
Yeah, it's like he's gone. I need a bit more stability.
He's gone. This is what I should have started. I made a mistake. Edson Alvarez should be starting. Carlos Soler should be. Well, explain something about fair enough. And Fulkrug over Why is Guilherme starting? I know he's like this wonder kid sort of thing, but he's not done anything. So why is he even starting with Evan Ferguson as well?
With
That's
Evan
a weird
Ferguson.
combination.
And then they've got a left back. They've got Oscar. Is it Scarles? Who's this? Is that his first name? Oliver
the youngster.
Scarles, the youngster playing at left back. And then he's taken Cresswell off, who sat behind him.
Us, to be fair. Yeah, Cresswell playing centre back on the side, like
to put in Carlos. What is he? I don't know.
At least he tried to rectify it quickly, but it might be too late. Away at Wolves, who are in the relegation zone, they're gonna fight for their lives.
He's done the Football Manager. He forgot to save his changes as he was sending his team out. And he's like, "Oh, boy, why have I got that guy up front?
Damn it!
Damn it! Gonna have to live with it."
I hope this isn't true, right? Right, on my lower league show, I called out Abraham Ado a couple of weeks ago and said it's really good, but he's just got no end product. Then he scored a worldie last week. He's got a first half hat trick this week. He watched his podcast and thought, "What a cow!"
Okay. You've inspired him. Can you ever go at Hoyland?
Yeah, Hoyland is good, but he's just got no end product.
He stinks. He is. I've been arguing this for ages now, and more people are joining the fight that he is the worst starting striker in the whole of the Premier League. And it sounds crazy, but I've gone through every team multiple times. I've looked at the stats as well. And it's actually it's worse than I thought. I was saying it as a bit of a hot take, and then I actually looked into it and I was like, damn, this might actually be right, because let's just go for it. We've got time. We've got time.
We've got some time. It's half time.
Well, it's half time. We'll go for it.
Yeah.
We'll go for it. Right. So we'll go through starters first, and then Sam, we'll take your word because I'm hoping you'll be unbiased here. So Liverpool. Let's go. Gakpo has probably been their starter this season, or Jota. You can go to one of these two.
Either of those, that's fair.
Either of those. Arsenal, Jesus or Havertz. Havertz probably.
Still Havertz, yeah.
Forest, Chris Wood.
No doubt. Legend
Jackson,
of
Chelsea.
Yeah, even Jackson's got some.
He's good link up play.
But yeah, does bits.
Haaland, let's move on. Ishak, let's move on. Brighton, João Pedro.
Yeah, I can see it.
Fulham,
yeah, links
Jimenez.
up better. Goals scores, does score. Yes, at least there's history on Jimenez's side. You know what I mean?
Aston Villa, Watkins. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, okay. Evan Nilsson.
Yeah, he's better.
Brentford, Wissa. Yeah. He's on like 13 goals this season as well, isn't he? Mateta. Let's move on. Yeah. Then we got Hoyland. Then we got Solanke.
Yeah, okay, Solanke, yeah.
Then we've got Beto, who probably you could have argued up until Moyes
Beto's recent weeks Beto.
And then he equaled Hoyland's tally in one game.
Yeah, that's it.
West Ham, Antonio.
Again, longevity of the Premier League, you have to give it to him at the minute.
Wolves, Strand Larson scored again tonight.
He scored tonight, yeah.
He's
on about 7 goals.
Yeah.
Ipswich, Liam Delat.
Yes, yeah.
Leicester, Jamie Vardy. 36-year-old Jamie Vardy.
36-year-old Jamie Vardy.
I love how you had to get that in.
I was going to say, prime Jamie Vardy, 100%. Yeah, ish.
And then Onuachu at Southampton, which I'm
having that. Yeah, big ball. He's better than big
Although
ball.
when I looked into the stats, Onuachu has got like everything better than Hoyland, apart from pressures. He's got like less offsides, like more he's got more dribbles. It's like
everyone's got more touches in the Premier League than Hoyland.
It's pretty alarming, isn't it?
It's because that first one never brings anything down, so he never gets the opportunity to make a second one because it's just pinged off. That it's like Lukaku with like steel shins. Sometimes nothing ever gets held up.
Yeah,
nothing ever gets held up.
He's not sharp. He's not a sharp striker.
No. His best attributes are when, and this is why I think he's a bit better in Europe, because he can turn and run.
And he's
kind of running. He's got space. He's got pace. And actually, I think in terms of his finishing, he's quite an instinctive striker. But it's the minute he's grasping at half chances, he's another, as most strikers, a confidence finisher. But I think stuff has to fall to him rather than it's his movement. You know what I mean? He's not one of those that you see it's sniffing. It's kind of, and at the minute, our creativity is absolute horse crap.
And his link up's just not good. I wonder if long term it would make sense to try and mold him into an inside forward. But you've got the 5 obviously, and you can't play him behind the striker in that 10 because those guys need to be able to. You're not going to play him wing back.
You're not going to play him wing back, and so it's to note that they're going with Xerxes again. Is someone who's just going to drift in. I mean, that's the crazy thing is again. I think European football. He's another one. He'll go, and Denmark. He scored 8 goals in 24 games for them. His international record's not bad. His European record's been he scored 5 in 10 for us in Europe this season, 5 in 6 last season. It's just the Premier. He got 10 goals in the Premier League somehow last season.
And then this year, what's it? 2?
Enough. This year's got 3.
Oh,
Scored before the break. No penalties either. He's not a stat padder. Just doesn't have any stats. There's no padding about it.
Like you have Bruno Fernandes as well, like creating chances consistently every game, and it's like it is weird.
When you just imagine
he gets the best of chances, but still, like you expect a little bit more.
You need more. Well, this is what's crazy when you look at Bruno's stats. That goal, so you think how many assists could he have if he had a flipping absolute
true.
like an Isak? Bruno would be absolutely lapping it up week after week.
If you brought Haaland when Solskjaer wanted him.
Yeah, when Solskjaer said it, and they went, "No, we don't trust you, Ollie." I mean, this absolute unit that everybody, only has to watch once or twice when he was coming through in Europe, and went, "Who the hell is this guy?" And went, "Nah, let's look at some other options." Anthony's available.
Let's get Ighalo in.
Ighalo, oh god, yeah. I remember Ighalo. I'd even take him back at the minute. Like Ighalo on loan is better than, loan deals have been our. Who was the other one we had? Oh yeah, flipping. It's Wout Weghorst. Wout Weghorst 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Big match Veggie.
Big match Veggie. Loves a big international Veggie. World Cup Veggie. Was it Argentina he scored twice against?
Yeah, in like the last few in extra time, right?
Yeah. Big game player. Big game player. Oh dear.
When is the FA Cup semis, by the way? It's the end of this month.
26th of April, it says here. So
same day. Away. No, it can't be, surely.
No,
one Sunday, right?
One Saturday, one Sunday, innit? Villa, Paris, Forest, Man City. Go on then. Shall we have a little prediction? Who's the final going to be between those 4? I mean, even with City, it's tough to call.
This is so tough to call because Palace absolutely
Palace. I was speaking. There's a guy at work who's a Villa fan, and he was saying like Palace were the team they wanted, but they are their bogey team. He said they just absolutely cannot get over the line.
Capitulate. I just wonder at Wembley if that might be a bit too much for Palace versus.
Yeah.
But they dispatched the Fulham. And they're in form, but Villa as well. Villa are cup wise. You can't count Unai Emery out of a cup. They're also fighting on the load of fruit. Like they're trying to get back into they're close to the top 4. They can still do it if they're going to run. They're in this Champions League. Isn't it close to? No, it won't be. Sorry, they'll have a week, but they've got Champions League to think about. That is tough.
Somehow they get past PSG, then that really is. Because the semis will probably be after that. It might be the week before, week after that.
Yeah, I do think it'll be Villa. I think Emery will just have enough there. They've got enough of a squad and everyone's fit. I think they've only Ross Barkley's injured.
Graham agrees. He says Villa by 6. So
Villa by 6. I don't know about 6, but
the anti-Palace. We've also got as well some happy officiating going on in the EFL. Sean should have had a penalty for handball on the line. What do you expect? And Graham says that Jordan Rose has just been taken out by a sniper in the crowd.
Oh my gosh. I remember Jordan Rhodes. He's played for us back in the day. He's played for everyone, Jordan Rhodes.
Yeah.
Everyone.
He's like Naki Wells, isn't he? I was looking the other day.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those journeymen that you just scroll through on Wikipedia and it's like club after club.
Is it Bristol City? I'm sure it's Bristol City. Is that?
Yeah, he's been doing some bits this season. Yeah, they
good player. I remember him at Bradford and obviously Huddersfield. Great player.
Quality. And then we've got Forest versus Man City, which...
I mean, Forest beat them pretty comfortably the other day, but Pep is just like it's the only thing City really have left, isn't it?
Isn't
it?
It's anything they got. And I mean, look at the weekend. no Haaland, but like they turned it on in the second half.
Yeah,
that first
they just decided.
15 minutes.
I don't know. That's tough to call as well because it's like City cannot afford to not be in the Champions League. Like they can't be in. Although it's top 5, 5th spot is Champions League.
It's 5th
not
spot.
confirmed.
They're going to be top. Surely going to be top 5.
Top. You think so?
Because these injuries tonight as well.
Tough.
Did you say 2 have gone off tonight?
There's 2 off tonight.
For Forest.
Aino and Moreno. Yeah. No, sorry.
Maybe
Danilo,
they're burning out a little bit. Yeah. Maybe they'll look at it and go, "We can't."
Well, and they've also got Chris Wood's not playing tonight because he's still coming back. Gibbs White was a knock and just got in, so you do wonder and worry that they might be.
They haven't got a squad yet, have they? But they'll have to go out and in summer, especially against Champions League. I think they will. They will spend money.
Right. Big news coming I really in from League Tushar. Gents, the Morecambe revival is on.
Oh, I'm so happy for him.
Come on, the Shrimps.
Come on. Yes.
It is a tough one, isn't it?
See.
You can't not, can you?
Yeah, in the semi-final, I think.
So I see something, isn't it like the 6th or 7th straight semi-final or something bonkers, or there was a crazy stat like that in the
ridiculous.
FA Cup.
I think Villa can take them, though. I mean, Unai.
That would be a very interesting final. Marcus Rashford in the final.
Oh yeah, the Rashford factor.
Yeah.
Oh, there are some good games coming up. Everything apart from Arsenal's one.
Everything apart from
the Premier League, really. Yeah,
it's really exciting.
It's the Premier League. When you think about the Premier League game, it's just like, what's the point? Like, it's just going to be boring 1-0s and like both teams just like not playing any good football. And then you look at Champions League and FA Cup, and you're like, even Europa League. There's a couple. I think your Lyon game will be good.
Exciting. Then I get to the weekend.
Who's Spurs got?
Spurs have got. They're on the other side, aren't they? Can't remember. We've got Lyon. Europa League.
I've got it here.
Thursday
that's wrong.
Europa nights.
Wait, what? What's going on here? Why is it not showing me?
Oh,
Sean 2-0 down. Scrappy goal. Same as the first goal. Oh, dear. Tottenham have got Northampton. He's a Northampton fan. Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Then you've got winner plays Bodo Glimt. Hoyland's on. He's had a shot. Look at that. He's getting those stats up.
Yes,
Look at that. That was a shot.
Because I said it. It's because I called him out like Abraham Adome.
Look at this.
Now.
rolls the shoulder and has a shot. I mean, it's wide, but you know.
Who's he come on for?
Good question. I'm doing a full Chris Kamara. I've absolutely no idea. I didn't realise we'd kicked off again. I was like, oh, hello, Hoyland's in. He wasn't on in the first half.
Wait. I'm on 12 points. Oh, Timber. It's just a quick fantasy check. Oh, has he got the clean sheet already? 63rd minute? Oh, yeah, 63rd minute,
63rd minute.
Fulham should have scored. Adama Traore, 2-on-1. Just had to square it to Jimenez. And he's completely overhit it. He's completely bullied Kivior here. Oh my god, we're gonna get destroyed. Kivior, like the ball's bounced. Kivior's like literally is any competent centre back just controls it, running away, and Adama Traore just runs at him and takes the ball off him, goes past. All he needs to do is square it, and Jimenez taps in and he overhits it. We're so shit. We're just we're not good.
I still can't imagine that no one's got on the board of the Adama Traore baby oil. I reckon that would be a big seller, you know. Mamas and Papas. It was Ugarte. Ugarte off for Hoyland.
Arsenal. If we knocked out Real Madrid, somehow knocked them out in 2 legs, and then Aston Villa beat PSG, and then we get knocked out.
Go out to Villa. That would be such. Yes, Villa and Emery in the semi. That would be.
It's actually mad that it's only the quarterfinal. It feels a lot later in that competition. I think it's because of the amount of games this year.
Yeah, it does. That format does seem like it's gone because it goes after Christmas, you get used to that kind of factor.
Goes into January.
You have the break, and then when you come back after Christmas, then it's serious stuff.
House, yeah.
Graham, there's been an update, but for who, Sam? I don't know. It's a Forest corner at the minute, so it's a little bit sketchy.
Saka's coming on. Here we go.
Here goes Saka. And hello to Heather. Hello, sorry we couldn't knock City out. I know. We hoped. Oh, Onana would have
let the team down. Let the team down, Heather.
No,
we were all rooting for you. The entire country.
You had
the entire country was united behind Bournemouth.
Even
then.
probably some of the City fans. We were all with you. We had it when that first goal went in as well. You know, we had the Haaland penalty miss and the Haaland one-on-one miss as well.
Yeah,
oh, that's a good save. Oh, palmed it away. Palmed it.
Imagine you check the odds of Saka coming on and scoring the goal. You know,
a Saka goal's a possibility. Apparently, Casemiro is the best player on the pitch for us so far. So
he has still got like once
if he
in a
doesn't
while
have to run and he doesn't
when he
get
doesn't have to
closed
run,
down
it's so
quickly.
true. Yeah. When you ask him to do one thing, like he played well against us, you just ask him to do one thing. It's like it is Casemiro at the end of the day. Just don't ask him to chase around someone.
He's just absolutely levered somebody booking.
All right, that'll be a yellow card then.
Screaming at the ref as well. He ain't happy. It looks rough. It looks rough. This is it. He's kind of like you can see the intelligence is still there. It's just everything's just that bit slower. Oh, it's a bad tackle. Yeah, it's a booking. It's nothing more, but. I don't know what he's arguing about. Yeah, it's coming from the side, slide tackle, miles away from the ball. Thing is, he's only like, that is the thing, it's not like we're talking about like he's 36, 37. He's like 30 years old. It's not over the hill for a kind of holding midfield player, is it really?
Who's 30? Casemiro?
Yeah.
Are you joking there?
Is he 30? He's not 30 like 8, I don't think.
I was going to say, please don't say he's younger than me.
33, you're right, yeah.
Look at who's younger than me, and I still don't believe that.
He's just turned 33.
What day?
Okay.
Wait, so if you took off your guy, has he switched the formation? Or he's moved Bruno there?
He's with Bruno there, and I think he's got Xerxes playing in kind
of. Why Bruno's playing behind the striker? We all saw it in the last month. Play Bruno deep. Play him.
I think he was trying to get him in the dangerous areas because he realizes we've got
all the goals.
Yeah, we've got all the creativity of a blank canvas.
You just let him start deep, and then he doesn't get pressed as much. He gets a lot more space, and then he can move around and pick up those places. I think when you play him behind that striker, he almost seems to just drift out to the wing and just get nullified a bit more. I think when it was the Everton game, when you moved him back in the Everton game, and he absolutely just dominated that.
Yeah, he tries to. Oh, massive! Morecambe goals are flying in. We should do watch-alongs every day, Jen. It's happening. It's happening. We are bringing the goals for the podcast
please don't tell
team.
me. Conor McBride's gone off injured for us.
Another injury.
Yeah, I love Conor McBride. He's one of my faves.
That big Spennymoor FA Trophy. When is the Spennymoor game show? Is it this weekend? Oh no!
Oh, Hendo's come on now for him. Hendo's come on. The goat, come on!
The goat. We'll go into Wembley, Lucas.
We're all going to
Rochdale FA Trophy final.
If we get through, we're having a podcast day out.
Go on, bit of link up play. Oh, Dorgu's passed it straight to the Forest player. Hoyland did so well there. We're going to get. I can see what's going to happen here. We're going to get countered at one point, and this will be 2-0. Is opening up a little bit.
He's walking off though, McBride. To be fair, he's walking off. So
that's positive. It's more exciting down there.
It is.
I mean, bloody hell, 3-1 nils, and there's just nothing going on. This is the Premier League now. This is what it is now. It's so bad.
This is it, because it's like the thing is, you look at some areas of the table and you think, oh, 6, but you're kind of like feeling because the relegation is done, title's done.
Yeah,
it's just the top.
It's just the top 4 ring, but
none of which really is affected today.
And let's be honest, we can only really. I mean, they're all so close, but I'm not convinced. Brighton and Fulham are not convinced. It's Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea, and City fighting for 2 spots.
Brighton have been on a bit of a cheeky run, though, haven't they?
They have. They're picking up form at the right point. Fulham is not convincing. Villa, lots of competitions. Unless Villa go and win the champ, that'd be funny. If Villa City was 5th and then Villa win the Champions League.
Villa win the Champions League and sneak out.
Rashford winner in the final. Come on.
Rashford knocks them out the FA. Yeah, they do the FA Cup Champions League double.
The double. Yeah. Oh my God.
And then we'll go and win the Europa and join them as well for a lovely Champions League party.
I don't know if we can take that. I think we have to. Oh my God. There is a terrible
your
worst
fan
case
base would
scenario
go
going
nuts
on.
if you got knocked out by Villa and they won the Champions League before you did.
Yeah, there is
Or for
genuinely a
second
worst case. Like, let's say Forest or Palace win the FA Cup. Let's say Forest win the FA Cup, and then Chelsea win the Conference League, which they are going to win. And then Villa win the Champions League, and United
or even worse, Tottenham win the Europa League, and go in the Champions League.
I don't know which is worst, because I know many United fans who are just going to say, "Well, we still won the trophy, and you didn't." Whereas Spurs, that would be
3 trophies in 3 years.
We're the only team of 6 teams who didn't win the trophy.
Didn't win a trophy up there.
That would
and then one of the ones who didn't was Man City, who are going to win one next season probably anyway.
We were just going to go right 300 million in the summer. We go again.
Headers all for the Villa Champions League and FA Cup win. Love to see it.
Yeah, they're gonna be a problem next season. They're just he's gonna spend some serious cash, and then
they're going to be angry, aren't they? Rodri's going to be back, and he spent a load in Jan. There's more to come.
I just don't see him going 2 years without winning a league.
No,
not done that. Like one slip up, and then I think they're going to get Wirtz as well. I think they're going to get like 2 marquee players. Wirtz, and I don't know who else is going to be, but I think Wirtz is happening because Musiala signed the contract at Bayern. De Bruyne's going. They need another.
Yeah, De Bruyne's going. You watch them like in the first half at past. It's just a bit of energy in there, isn't it? They've made a couple of signings which is helping, but you can just see it. Just the minute the spark comes back, the rest of the squad is still there.
It's so true. They need. I think if they add 2, they'll add 2 creative players in there or goal scorers. I mean, they got Marmoush as a supporting thing, but I think someone like Wirtz, and then maybe another player with some passing range or something like that. Then they need to add in a couple fullbacks. They've got no fullbacks, I think, right? They haven't got one in the entire squad.
No, they haven't really. That guy
Rico Lewis
O'Reilly looked good yesterday.
Oh, no, O'Reilly. Yeah, he does look good actually.
Good. Yeah, I've never been convinced with Rico Lewis. I'm not really.
He can do a bit of everything, but I'm just but he doesn't do anything very well. So I think it's he can play everywhere and he understands the game. And I'm like, yeah, but he's not good at it. He's not exceptional at anything. He is jack of all trades.
This is it. A utility player, which are handy, but they're never going to be the ones. Or
no way. I should have put the money on Saka scored.
I was going to. It came on my phone and I thought, I'm going to leave it because I don't want to spoil it for you.
Why didn't I do it?
Saka is back. That's why I put him on the thumbnail, you see. I could sense it.
I also was tempted to bring him in, and I bottled it.
There's a goal for Graham as well. 2-pack scored.
Oh no!
2-1 Pulls him on the edge of the area, beats his man, smashes it low into the net, and there we go. All the Saka love is coming out of the chat.
Welcome back.
Saka. And then Heather said, I thought it said from Heather, we did send Haaland off on a boat, and I thought, you put him on the ferry. That's nice. In a boot. What a name, Graham. What was the goal like then, Lucas? Was it classic Saka?
That post cross, just no one marking. Header, actually. Just easy header at the back.
Saka
nice.
There you
That's what you can do, really. Just end the season with some pride. Try and gain some points in Liverpool.
What do you think Liverpool are going to do next summer? Because they didn't spend anything this year, and they've obviously got Trent's now is confirmed. That's happening.
Can they get Kirkes?
Yeah, they're left both fullbacks now. I think even though they've got Bradley, they're going to need.
They need to reinforce
another experience option there.
They've probably got the money to do it because they're right. They didn't spend.
It's like if spend anything.
Trent goes, that's a big amount of the wage bill.
Oh, huge. You'd imagine though that they're going to spend some of that on Van Dijk and Salah's contract now to get those.
They win the league again if they do. I mean, it's weird they're waiting so long, but I don't know. I think they see it. All they've got is the Prem. So I think they're just going to see out the rest of the season. Just try and win all these games or end it early. They'll want to probably have it done by the end of this month.
And
then the guard of honour.
That's true. Yeah. Liverpool need a new left back, proven striker, midfielder.
striker was one of the ones Liverpool is underrated. People aren't really thinking about it. They do need a striker, but I think it'll be last on the list. They need another defensive midfielder. Gravenberch can't play all the games. Like I said, 2 fullbacks. They need another centre back, and then I think they could look at a striker. But they really want Ishak from what it's up. Liverpool are not going to spend 150 million.
There's no way. I can't see Newcastle sent. There's no way Newcastle are going to.
And they're not taking that Nunes trade.
Having just won the Carabao Cup to justify that they're selling Isak with what they want to, where they want to get to. There's not enough
unless
money
it's 150
in
million or like 80 million plus Darwin Nunes.
Could you imagine? I just can't see Liverpool paying that kind of cash. But I mean, they definitely need a centre back in there, because even if they do extend the contracts of Van Dijk and Salah, that's still a upcoming thing. And as you said, like, City are going to go big next season. City are going to go big. You guys are going to have to. Arteta is going to have to. If he's going to have to.
We need like 7 players.
He's going to have to make some transfers, and you're going to have to finally get that bloody striker sorted. There's no way you can walk into next season with Mikel Mourinho now as your starting striker and Havertz returning. That's just not going to fly.
Wouldn't put it past us.
That's just true. This is true.
Have you seen that with Cunha as well? Cunha wants out, doesn't he, of Wolves?
Good player.
Very good player.
I don't know where he goes, though.
No.
He's another one, isn't he? Because he plays in that kind of half space. And
I think United would be perfect. He can play in that 10.
He sits in there nicely, yeah. I could see that as a possibility.
I think United would be perfect, yeah.
He's just signed a contract, though, hasn't he, as well? So I'm guessing the money.
I think it's for the release clause, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get rinsed.
I would like him at Arsenal. I just don't think I don't think he's the profile. I think he's he's a bit of a nutter.
They're saying Forest as well.
Forest would be good.
Forest.
Yeah.
Him and Morgan Gibbs-White would be a nice little, and then you've got the threat of the width of Alanga, Hudson-Odoi,
if they need to rest Chris Wood.
Elliot Anderson in there.
Yeah, there'll be some movement. I think in the league of like the big profile players in the league will be Cunha. We'll see with this Ishak thing, but again, I just don't think. I don't see him going, even if as long as Newcastle have secured what, a Conference League playoff by winning the Carabao Cup. But they're sick at the moment.
So they've got some stuff to do. You do wonder what happens to Newcastle now. Do they go celebration, or are we going to see?
They could sneak in that top 4, though. I think they've got the better fixtures of City and Chelsea, or just Chelsea, I think, and Brighton. I think they still got like Leicester, Ipswich, and like things like Everton at home, Brentford at home. They've got a few, like all the tough ones are favourable home fixtures. They've got to go away to us and Villa. Outside of that, I can see them winning all their other games.
That's some good fixtures. That's some good.
If everyone stays fit, I think Gordon's coming back soon.
If that centre back, Gordon's coming back soon. If
Botman's out though, that's the thing.
Botman's out, but that centre midfield, and you've now got Super Dan Burn, absolutely, on
top form. But yeah, you're right. Bruno, Joe Linton, they're all good. Willock's in there. Tonali's in there. Ishak firing. As long as Ishak's firing, there will be a problem.
Did you get the text from one of your mates, Lucas, that I got when Dan Burn scored in the final? He said, "We're going to see this next summer World Cup final." This is the England that Tommy Tuchel's been talking about. Big Dan Burn from a set piece. Would that be the most typical England goal to win a trophy? I think to call on our heritage, a big man at the back post,
really would.
From a long ball. I will take that all day long. Statue of Dan Burn outside Wembley, 70
big
feet
Dan
tall.
Burn.
Epic.
Tell you what, the one positive from the Gabriel injury is everyone had him in their FPL and only got 1 point. So, I deserve at least a little win.
A little win for the hamstring injury. I don't know. Do I dare look? Problem is, I've got the old fancy. I've only got one player playing today, and he's currently got a clean sheet against my team. So, and Wood's out, so that means Morgan Rogers is going to have to come in. And I need some Bournemouth this week, Heather. So I want some. Yeah, Clivert always seems to do it in the cup, so I need some league Clivert points this weekend.
He's got a knock, right? Or was that someone lying?
It's disappeared now. No, it hasn't. It's back again. 75% chance.
Oh, I need that because everyone has got I've got bloody Dango and everyone else has got Clivert, so I need that.
Need him back. Jen's on the England train. Choo-choo. How's Rochdale going, Shah? Is it Premier League anytime soon?
We've just had a chance, right? Ayinde got a really good shot away, and then the keeper saved it, came out to Charlie Weston, but he managed to save it again. What I'm really not happy about, though, I know we have to rest our players, but Woking are a very physical side. We struggle against them, and they've took Devante Rodney off, and he's one of our more physical players. And I know, obviously, he's just come back. So I do respect Jim's decision, but it's like, come on, Jim, don't throw it away. Come on, we need physical. We need physical.
Need the physicality.
Exactly.
Need the physicality. Well, we got a corner. Lovely little bit. Yeah, a bit of work from Garnacho. Hoyland in the corner. We're not creating a lot, though. This just smells at the minute. If you're 1-0 down and you're going to start pushing, and Forest are going to catch us again on the counter attack.
So who do you think is coming up from the Championship then?
Leeds are bottling it, aren't they?
Leeds are bottling it,
Leeds, bottling it again. I'd say after the Sheffield United game when they beat them, I thought that was a really good performance, and I thought they were there. But now, I think everyone's been sleeping on Burnley a little bit. They keep sneaking results.
Yeah, I think Burnley.
They've got Coventry away this weekend. I think that would tell a lot. I think if they pick 3 points up there, because Sheffield United did a really good job with them, then the pressure on Leeds will be immense.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I want
immense.
someone different. I'm sick of the same teams.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I want the playoffs to...
Sheffield is...
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to say I don't think they do very well in the Premier League, but for Bristol City to get there, the season they've had with Liam Manning, I think
and with the manager as well.
amazing.
Oh no. Oh, yeah.
Same in Coventry. I would love it, but they're going to get destroyed in the Prem.
Yeah.
Keep Frank Lampard as well, please. Don't let him jump ship as soon as they get promoted and go to another Premier League side.
Glenn says he's Coventry. He says Burnley come unstuck versus Coventry. Graham, don't see Burnley and Sheffield United staying up if they both go up.
Sheffield United annoy me. I don't know why they annoy me. I just feel like they're always there and they just don't do anything.
Yeah.
I think the problem was when they went up last time, didn't they? They had an embargo and they didn't, and they come up, and then you look at what they've done to the squad, and you're like, well, that's not enough. And then they finished bottom by a mile, and you're like, well, there you go.
You just can't trust them. You can kind of trust Leeds to make some sensible decisions if they come up, or at least try. Yeah. Sheffield and Burnley aren't even going to bother. They'll be like, we'll just go right down again.
Yeah, Leeds are going to try.
Middlesbrough, I think, would give it a go. Not sure about West Brom. Sunderland as well. I think Sunderland will want to stay up.
Sunderland to come back up.
Yeah, I think Sunderland would actually be like, we need to try and stay up.
I think they wouldn't. I think they've got some good, exciting young players that they could get away with. They could be the sort of side that could get away with picking off some of the experience from around the bottom sides of those that come down to complement those young players and give it a good go.
Do you reckon Joe will go? Joe Bellingham?
Not if they stay up.
Where is he now? At Sunderland on loan.
Sunderland but it's their own player.
Oh, he signed for them.
Yeah.
How long
I know Palace wanted him.
What year?
I think there was a. I think he's been at least two, wasn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe he stays if they go up.
I think he does if they go up, and then if he doesn't, and it's because I mean did he captain the under-21 the other day? Was he captain or did I make that up? Yeah, he's been there since 2013, so he's played 2 full seasons off the back of playing. So that's now his 3rd full season in the Championship. So he needs to be getting that shot Premier League. Yeah. Oh my God, Dallo. That man cannot put a cross in. Just absolutely smashes it. It's like, that's just numbnuts tactics, that is.
We've got a free kick now as well. Good position, this free kick, actually.
I've got Christian Eriksen on for Casemiro, so legs for legs.
I know, bless.
Oh, I love Christian Eriksen. There, he didn't even get attacked. He just cannot run.
I know.
As soon as someone runs at him, it's like, oh no, Christian.
I know. I do love Eriksen as well.
I wonder if he's... You know who's on the bench today, don't you, Lucas? Mason's back. Mason Mount's back.
Oh, yeah. We'll see how long that lasts.
I know. Bless him.
gone long. Oh, hello. Garnacho with a bit of space. Touch. Hoyland's getting in the box.
Oh.
Go on. Oh, no, deflected. How many times has Garnacho get in those positions just inside the box and just cannot get a free shot away or just cannot create anything? It's a really good run as well. He's caught him with a diagonal over the top and he's cut inside and it's good defending, to be fair. But Hoyland's in just no position to receive the ball if he wanted to. I don't know where Hoyland's going there. 20 minutes to go. Well, here we go. We've got a National League question.
Oh, can I have got a penalty? I'm so sorry.
VAR.
Oh, no.
Surely VAR.
Into 5th minute.
Oh, no.
We need our keeper to step up.
We need some magic.
I'm behind on my stream as well because obviously it's the zone. So because it's streaming, I'm behind. So I'm getting the updates.
Oh, I hate that.
So it's not been given yet. Bloody hell.
Graham is manifesting a save. Everybody is manifesting. Well, apart from Woking fans, are manifesting.
No. Manifest Killian Barrett to save our new on loan keeper.
This is it. He's going to go prime.
1-1.
Oh dear. What's that mean in terms of table-wise, Shah? You're just in the playoffs, aren't you?
Do you know right? Yeah, do you know who he's called? Who scored? Beauty Man.
Oh, it's Harry Beauty Man.
Beauty Man.
Beauty Man. What a beauty man.
Oh, man. Let's watch this penalty. Oh. Do you know what? I'd be happy with a point, to be honest. But because we hung on for this long.
It's always when it's late, isn't it? It's always when it's late.
He's taking it now. I know he scores it, but I'd just like to see if the keeper went away or
if he got close.
Yeah.
I was just wish we got Manchester Derby at the weekend as well, haven't we? For God's sake, can we just be done with the league and play Europa?
I think you'll get something, to be fair, though, me.
Possibly. They're playing.
It was so close.
Oh, it's a foul. Again, so they're playing okay. This isn't like the early days of what the hell are we doing? You can kind of see there is more structure to what we do. It's not exciting and we're not blowing anyone away, but it's a tricky Forest team and we're well in the game. Not ultimately where we want to be, but
you guys just can't really.
Score
at Old Trafford 1-0, I think you could, but I think Forest.
I don't know. I think they're better away. I think at home you
think the pressure?
Yeah.
Go on, throw on Mount. Why not?
I would. It's Mason Tom.
How was Sekou Kone? Oh, is that 18-year-old you signed?
Yeah, so a young kid, yeah.
You spent quite a bit on him, didn't you? Like a decent
whack. It was a bit like we did with Ahmad, I think. He was a bit like we did with Ahmad 3 seasons ago. So I think he'll be one.
Where's Chido as well? You put him back in the under-21s, right?
I think the under-21s at a big game.
They got that was it. Yeah.
It was a semi or something. Oh, hello. Oof. Yeah, so here's I think Aiden Heaven's injury isn't as bad as it was originally thought. He might well be back.
He looks good.
Because he was, I was really impressed with him. Left-sided defender as well, which with Martinez not there, it makes such a difference down there. I mean, as much as we've been able to rely on Johnny
in your team, it would just like change.
I do think it's not like it's got a lot of press that there's a lot that needs doing. There's a lot you do need to sort out.
Let's say you put Mateta in your team now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
the jump is quite significant.
I think it's quite big. Yeah.
Scorer, yeah.
I mean, you're not breaking into the top 6 or anything, but you're making that sort of big step, and then you can sort of build around it. There are a few that we're starting to move stuff on in the summer because I think we've got Lindelof's out of contract. Eriksen's
but you say that you're only 10 points off. A goal scorer can get you 9 points.
Yeah. Oh, Garnacho.
Win you 3 games.
How many times has Garnacho shove it in the stands from the edge of the box?
He is bollocks.
Cannot hit the target.
He is he has some ability, but I just think
The first touch
his
is
IQ
great.
is
All
non-existent.
out the body's great. The shot is abysmal.
Yeah.
Just get it on target. Yeah, he's
think
whacking
this
his
is
head.
destined for
God.
2-0, 1-0, 1-0. What the hell?
What's
Great Tuesday evening, this. That is midweek games.
Midweek belters.
Post-international break, midweek games.
Oh, the post FA Cup for some as well. Like it's a
I wonder how that's going to be. Oh, yeah. You know what? Who have Bournemouth got again? West Ham away.
You were playing, yeah.
No, Bournemouth have got Ipswich.
Ipswich.
I mean, you never know. Ipswich are one that they have to do something at some point if they're going to stay up. Oh no, they're done. Sorry, they're done. 12 points. When did that happen?
It's done. Yeah, that bottom
done.
3 has just been slowly sort of disappearing. With Wolves winning as well
played
tonight.
100 and didn't they play extra time as well? Or was that just Forest? No, they didn't. That was Forest. Yeah, Forest played 120 minutes as well. You'd think United with a.
Well, we are. Yeah, we are.
Do they look tired?
Yeah, they look tired, and they look like there could be something in this.
They're just happy to just sit back because they're like, "There's no way United are breaking."
To be honest, beyond that one moment, there's Anana made one save down low to his left. They've not created an awful lot. They've just been happy with the goal that they got early, and so we've created half chances. We had a couple of early better chances, second half, but there's a bit more intensity about it, and it's going to be it's one of those. If you lose 1-0, kind of you're like, well, how do you take that? Because some of it was better, but ultimately you've not done enough to trouble them. I mean, Glenn says, Gakko is at United, gets you in Champions League places. I mean, that's the one we'd love. But his Rasmus, he's megged him. Now where you going? Oh, my God. The first bit was quite good. Megged him, got into the box, and then ran into traffic. And passed a Garnacho to shoot the defender in his face. But we're creating. What I've seen, and this was before the international break, they are starting to make those little combinations, the little touch passes, which is getting them some space. It is improving, but it's just header from Dorgu on. It's just you just have to temper your expectations. I'm finding because you're sort of saying it's good, but it's not ultimately. 16 shots we've had tonight.
Damn.
How many on target? 4. Hit the woodwork once. Forest have had 5 shots, 2 on target. We've dominated possession. But there's only one stat that matters. Charles got a head in her hands. There's drama going on at Rochdale.
If he's going to end up winning, I tell you, the amount of chances they're having in this 5 minutes injury time, I'll be happy with a point.
Take a point.
Oh my gosh, I can't cope. I tell you, we should not have took Devante Rodney off. These are all over us now.
Come on, Dallo. Oh, another corner. Get big Harry on there. Get Maguire on.
Up against Milinkovic. Good luck.
Slabhead beats all.
Big Barry.
Big Barry. Get Big Paul on loan. We've got Delit up there. They've got Ericsson on it. At least Ericsson's still got a set piece in him. He's not done any other changes, so he's trusting them.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank God he couldn't shoot then. Thank God this is only National League. Joking. These are still, honestly, this is the longest 5 minutes of my life.
I tell you what, I like Dorgu's exciting, but he hasn't. I don't think I've seen him place one correct pass yet tonight.
Oh boy!
Constantly giving it a. It's one of those where he keeps passing it slightly behind somebody or missing their run. Sean's match reports come early, Char, for the Rotherham game. He says 2-0 Rotherham. We were shit against 12 men.
Oh, we've got a point. We've got a point. It's finished.
It's a point.
I'm gutted, but after that final 10 minutes, I'm happy with a point. Shouldn't have took Devante Rodney off. I told you.
Super happy, and to make you even more super happy, Mason Mount is on for Joshua Zirkzee.
I might put the United game on now.
Mount to score next, yeah?
Come on.
Mount to score.
Do you know what? I'm going to put the game on now.
Oh, just had a pop-up of a score at the bottom as well. Oh my God, he's almost kicked his head off.
Let's get Mason on.
I forget we have him, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, he's there.
Get him on my screen now.
Mason, yeah, not on the pitch. I just want him on the telly.
I just want to see.
What a diabolical signing that's turned out to be.
It was just, he was one of those it was just a fee. Do you know what I mean? If we'd have got him on a free at the end of his contract, I'd be well happy with that. It was just the fact we paid 60 million, which meant we couldn't do anything else that summer, really.
And how much is he on? Isn't he on like 250 or something?
Something crazy. Was the old was it the Woodward years or was it after Woodward?
It was after, I think.
Oh, Mason Mount, edge of the box.
Oh, second shot.
Oh, imagine.
Imagine the scenes.
No, not twice. Not twice. I haven't put a bet on. No, I'm not allowing that.
Oh, imagine.
You
know what? He's having it. I tell you. He's having it.
Kicks it straight out. Oh, Shah, it's not far away. It's not far away.
Oh, stop.
He's bent it just beyond the post. Oh, Mason.
Hey, look, I need my Milenkovic clean sheet.
United and Dale never win on the same day. We only drew, so hopefully.
It's open.
You still got time, Sam.
It's open. Henry says April Rules was over at 12. So it's still never. Believe in the Mount. Believe in the Mount.
Believe in the Mount.
I don't know how many games has he played for us now. I'm gonna have a look.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, it's going to be a
sure you want to open that box.
Oh,
that door.
That was close, wasn't it?
It was close, wasn't it? He's been here. This is his second season. He's played 33 games. 1 goal.
How many starts?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see all the Forest players arguing with each other then? Milenkovic was screaming at them all.
Like, what the hell are you lot doing?
Yeah, because Milenkovic just got himself in his dream team as well. He said, don't you dare ruin my clean sheet.
Milenkovic was like, he's only played 33 games. Don't let him
Don't do it.
Yeah, he scored once in 2 years. What are you idiots up to? He started 9 times in the league.
Damn.
He's got 1 goal
2 years.
At a rate of 0.12. That's not really what we were looking for.
Not a very good return, is it?
Not in an attacking midfield spot with 1 goal and no assists. It's not. The thing is, it's that one purple season, wasn't it? Really, he's had okay seasons for Chelsea. He scored 7 and 5, 6 and 5. Then he had the one where he got 11 and 10. That was 22. So that was that World Cup or Euros? That one where he went to he went off the back of a really good season, wasn't it?
Oh, and they didn't do anything, and it was like Foden. We were all like, stop playing Mason Mount.
Yeah.
That was the Euros, right? Apart from Shaw.
Don't take him off.
The Euros?
Yeah. But Shaw, he hasn't scored in 7 years. It doesn't matter.
Was that Euro 20? Yeah, the COVID Euros, right? That was delayed.
Euro 22.
Yeah,
that was
I had to run the back of my shirt. It was.
It was that, because he was off the back of a Champions League.
Oh, God.
Or like
Langer's in again.
Which he played well, to be fair. He was decent in that Chelsea team.
It worked for him, didn't it? And I think that's why. That's
under
why
Tuchel, at least.
Yeah, Amarin's spoken really highly, and sort of because I think he is the sort of player in that system that would suit this team.
It literally, the blueprint is there for Mason Mount in that.
It's
behind
made
that striker.
It's just a question of can you get that version of Mason Mount, and for how long?
Oh, if you had Mount in his prime, like with the stamina and running the whole game behind your striker and popping on with goals, which is weird because I can see the vision for Amarin. I couldn't see it for Ten Hag's system. I was like, what? Where's he going to play in this team?
No, Ten Hag's that midfield was an absolute shambles. Header misses him and Deck together. Oh, it's a good tackle by Lenny Yoro. Elanga was away then.
That was a good tackle.
It was a really good tackle. We just keep getting to positions where it's just like goes just behind. Like Højlund had made a run, but it just goes. Garnacho plays it just behind him. It's that kind of thing, that kind of last fluidity in the box. And whether it's panicked decision making or I also don't think Garnacho's not the greatest always at looking up. You watch him when he plays; he's very head down. We're massively missing. I tell you, Amad Diallo. Get that kid back next year.
Is he going to be back before the season?
Possibly. I think they're saying it's close.
But you're also like, what's the point, right? Because what are you guys going to be?
Unless it's for the Europa League, unless that carries on, then you might.
Which I think you beat Leon. The harder fixture was the one before. Leon are not good.
You'd hope so.
Sociedad should have put up. I thought Sociedad would put up a bigger fight, but
they were poor.
Yeah, they were really poor.
Just
maybe they're waiting for the. Oh, they're playing. Aren't they playing tonight? Or was that yesterday?
I think it is.
Isn't it
tonight,
Copa del Rey?
Yeah, I think it is tonight.
Might be.
I think it's
yeah, it is. It's 1-1.
Something?
Madrid going through on aggregate 2-1 at the moment.
Oh,
it's tense. It is tense. Well, oh, good. No, come on, Dallo. Oh, Højlund's gone and
just like rotation. What is he? Mbappe on the bench, just resting,
just preparing,
just preparing. Yeah,
you can just imagine him sat on the sofa just watching Kivior's highlights this afternoon with his.
They got Valencia on the weekend as well at home, which is like they could play the B team and they'd win that.
5 minutes plus injury time here. Bringing a Langer off. 1 year's on. 1 year's off as well. No, so they've got Sosa and Sangare. I think that's it. I think that's it for subs for us. I don't think there's anything else he can do. Yeah.
That was a great goal that I've just seen the replay of the Langer one.
It just pace. And the thing was, it wasn't to get countered from your own corner, frustrating. But we had players back. He just burnt them up. And I think Morgan Gibbs is right. Run was so clever. So clever. Just clinical. He's not bringing. Who else we got? We've got Harry Amass. He's not bringing him on. Victor Lindelof. I hope not. Harry Maguire, Toby Collier, or Sekou Kone.
Collier, surely. Did I miss their second goal? No, I saw it off the back of. Oh wait, Fulham scored. Scored in a lot. Oh, for God's sake. So is that my Timber clean? Yeah, that's my Timber. Oh no, Timber went off. He went off.
Timber got sneaky. Went off. Your sneaky sub. Unbelievable.
Everyone's saying they hate me in the chat because they're like Gabriel or Raya, and it's like Gabriel went off with one, and then Timber. Raya didn't get the clean either.
Oh, here we go. Big Harry Maguire. Last throw of the
dice. Up front.
Mount to Maguire. We're going old school here. He's going up front, surely.
Oh, please.
Up there, he says. Up there. What we're going to do.
I love him to score. I love Harry Maguire.
Maguire.
He's coming on for Lenny. Yeah, Lenny
big
Euro.
Barry, mate. Big Bazza.
Big Barry Maguire.
Maguire redemption story. He has pretty much redeemed. I mean, the price was still high, but I don't think he's in that worst signing conversation anymore.
No,
he's been bad.
He's gone up front.
Price.
That tells you everything about our current striking. He's gone
big
up front.
Bazza.
He's going to do more than Højlund here.
Mate, get Bruno just spamming crosses in.
Something in.
One of them. You'll get a couple chances, surely.
We're taking you on Mikel Merino and going one better.
Teams. One of the worst teams to try and get them in the air when you've got Milinkovic and Murillo just there.
I know. Let's go long ball.
Murillo's like what, 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", and I think it was just 6'5".
On a ball. This is where he
Giants.
thrives.
Oh,
Get him on that
stop.
penalty spot. Get him on that penalty spot. We're going to pull the old England love train out that they did in the World Cup.
Scenes. If this happens.
Scenes. He's just shouted Mountie as well. Mountie, this. It's Mason on the corner. It's Maguire at the back post. It's the stuff dreams are made of. No. Not even over. It might have been Ericsson, actually. I can't see that far over the pitch. Oh, Hoyland, get onside, you lazy... Fernandez puts it back in and Hoyland's still miles offside. Dear, oh dear. Apparently we're 80-1 to win this game at the minute. So, put on a quid, lose a quid. How many points is that behind Liverpool now, Lucas? With the
9.
The 9
with
a but the Merseyside derby, Rebecca's gonna do you a solid.
Yeah, true. Although I think that new manager bounce has kind of dried up with Everton and Liverpool are in. Trent's leaving us, and we just got knocked out of the Champions League and lost the Carabao Cup. We're not here to play.
We're angry. Oh God! I mean, I know Maguire's got a big head and can get on things. You don't put it anywhere near it. How's he supposed to edit? Some of our crossing tonight has been shocking. Harry Maguire playing as a pressing forward at the moment. It's not great. Uh-oh, big gap at the back post. Nah, he's fired it over. Nico Williams. 6 minutes of injury time we have here.
Oh. Still time.
Still happen. It can still happen.
I'll just check where we are in the table now. That was another one of our games in hand.
That's another point ticked off.
We're
One
still
closer.
6.
What's going to happen?
But obviously now we've only got the one game in hand.
We are seriously just punting stupid balls in the box straight on the head of Milenkovic. Just like, what are we doing? Dallo with the cross. Oh, it's a looper. It's a looper up towards Big Harry. Big Harry's head on it. Hoyland is nowhere to be seen. Oh, someone's gone over. Someone's gone over.
Oh.
Dallo, second chance. Cross in. Uh-oh, break. Here we go. 2-on-2. Christian Eriksen running back with pace. Oh, Garnacho's done okay there. I'm imagining that wasn't a VAR penalty because they've not even considered it. Dorgu goes in. Hoyland, make a run. Oh, Harry Maguire almost. It was headed away. If only we weren't playing bloody Nottingham Forest and their excellent centre-backs. We might have been in there.
I know.
That was really good defending. Dorgu's got to the byline, crossed it in, and just got his head on it. Corner, though.
Is Rochdale game done?
Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah, I was quite happy with it, to be fair. I was gutted because obviously we conceded that penalty, but the way they came at us for that last 7-8 minutes, I would take the point.
I keep forgetting we're on stream here watching this United game. I'm not used to this. Come on, do something. He's punted it long, and Harry Maguire is running in behind. Look at that hold-up play. Hoyland could learn something there. Look at that hold-up play from Harry Maguire. Edge of the box, Christian Eriksen, go wide. Garnacho shooting. What's the point? 3 minutes to go. We're camped in their heart. Garnacho is kicks it against the defender. Dorgu coming at them. Waves off the waves.
Still has hope. He still has hope.
Good belief. Maguire heads it down. Nothing.
Mason Mount, I tell you.
I mean, when you've got Mount and Maguire on, there's always hope.
That is just hope, yeah.
That is pure hope. There is nothing beyond it. There's no football principles. It's just what they are. They've got them. Forest are quite happy to sit on the edge of the box here. So Mount's all. Oh, we got a ball in there. Højlund was on his heels. Surprise, surprise. Some guy's hurt his ankle. Just roll him off the pitch. Dominguez is down. Look at Nuno. He looks so cool and calm.
I do like Nuno.
I'm pleased for him because he did kind of get written off after Spurs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Endrick's goal was insane.
I forget they've got Endrick.
Yeah. He played, we'll get outside the foot pass from Vinny from like the halfway line, assist, and then Endrick chips the keeper.
Oof.
It's just stuff like that. Vinny's like passing is also another underrated thing. Like everyone thinks he's like this take on strike, like goal scorer. His passing's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's intelligent as well. Like he's
Left
one of
foot,
those
right foot, everything. Yeah,
releases
high
stuff at
IQ
just the
footballer.
perfect time. I've got a minute left here. Crossing from Dorgu. Højlund doesn't even jump. It's just a long throw, though. Here we go. Yeah, Graham says Maguire's been on 5 minutes and had more touches than Højlund. Oh, I thought De Ligt was going to bring that down then. How have we ended up that the furthest two players forward are De Ligt and Maguire? This is very desperation football. We're running out of time. Forest is just smashing this anywhere. I think this could be it. It's ticking over. Who's that guy? He looks like Jack Grealish on their staff bench.
Probably is. He probably turned
Might as
up
well. He's been anonymous for City this season.
Probably went out and ended up there in Nottingham.
Garnacho goes wide to Dallo. Crossing by Mazraoui. Oh, it's a shambles. It's a shambles. Off the line. Bloody Murillo. Of course it's Murillo, isn't it? I told you he's a defender.
Clean sheet guaranteed.
Oh, my word. What's Ericsson? Ericsson took a shot there. What's he doing? How's he? I don't even know who shot that. I think it's over. That was a he just well positioned on the line, to be fair, for Murillo. They had a go. It's not the result we wanted, but, neither was the rest of the season.
Could have been worse.
Who was it with a chance? Oh, it was Harry Maguire as well, shot. It was Harry Maguire.
Bloody hell.
He couldn't have done any more. Oh, there's a hand. Tried to bring it away. Whose hand was that? He should have just left him to do it. Defender looked like he was about to scoop it away from Maguire on the floor, but that just shows what we were saying about Højlund. Harry Maguire was on for 5 to 10 minutes and caused chaos up there compared to anything Højlund did. It's just not good enough. Start him. Start Maguire up front on the Manchester derby. Might as well.
I would back that. That's a Sunday, isn't it? That's going to be a snooze fest, I know already.
It's Sunday evening again, isn't it? Every bloody week. It's been nice this last two to just enjoy my Sunday. The sun's been out Sunday evenings, not having to
They
worry.
are punishing you for that Europa League. Yeah, it's not good when your team's not playing well, knowing that you've got to play Sunday and you're just
Sunday at
diabolical.
4:30 every week, and you're like,
that evening just sitting there like, I've got to go work tomorrow now after this.
I used to love it, like, because it used to be like, it was the one thing at the end of the weekend, go, all Super Sunday, it's the biggie. We're waiting the whole weekend and we're getting there, and then it's just now the opposite. So, there we go.
Giving me the eye.
There we go. Right. Well, I think we've covered all the live games. We've done well tonight, covering what's going on live.
Do more watch-alongs.
We should do more watch-alongs. This is fun. We'll have to. I reckon we should do some Champions League watch-alongs. I reckon.
Yeah.
They'll be good. We can watch Lucas on the end of it with Aston Villa versus Arsenal in the semi-final.
I'll be tempted if that is the semi-final. I will be tempted to do a watch along for that. Yeah,
we'll have to do an Arsenal Villa, or
get there first,
or Madrid Paris Saint-Germain. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how it goes. But thank you to everybody in the chat for joining us. Jamie says, "How's that not gone in?" I don't know. I still can't believe it. It's
Don't remind him.
That could have been a moment of absolute football podcast history, but damn you, Murillo. But at least it's 6 points for everyone with Milenkovic in their fantasy dream teams. But wow, we'll sign off now. We'll let everybody go. Shah, where can everybody find you? Where can everybody find you and your stuff?
I am Shah XREFC. That is on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. My Her Game 2 stuff is Rochdale HGT on all the Bull socials, and of course, you can catch me on Thursday with my absolutely lower league team. I'm not sure who's on, but I'm sure it'll be a fun one. Oh, and before we go, can I just sing Graham happy birthday, because I forgot to do it on Thursday and I feel really, really bad because he's one of my OGs. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Graham. Happy birthday to you. I just felt really bad, so I had to.
Happy birthday, Graham. Happy birthday to you. And of course, I get to ask the question that we love asking to Lucas. One, of course, is where we find him. But second of all, what's on at the box office, Lucas?
Oh, we've got some treats, actually. Well, firstly, you can find me Box Office Lucas on TikTok for all your movie and TV show recommendations. And what can I recommend this week? The Studio, really funny on Apple TV. If you like Seth Rogen, it's that kind of vibe. And Mobland on Paramount Plus, which came out on Sunday, which is kind of Gangs of London-esque, but it's got Pierce Brosnan and Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy in the show, and no one heard about it, and then just released, and it was like, okay, this is a pretty good, and Helen Mirren as well. It's like pretty good cast, but okay.
Yeah, you sneak that one. Yeah.
This has got to be good. So yeah, those are two shows I would definitely recommend watching. And films, I don't know. I haven't really watched anything too great recently. I'm gonna go see Death of a Unicorn on Friday, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know. I've got to see Minecraft on Saturday, so I'm not expecting.
Unlucky, mate. That'll be the kids, right?
No, just me on my own. It's a better option than watching United.
Now I don't feel sorry for you. That I can agree with, but wow, yeah, that film looks horrific.
It can't be any worse than what's the last one? Dogman.
Borderlands.
Dogman.
Oh, Dogman.
Dogman was, I can't lie, I had a nap. I had a 20-minute nap. I missed the ending because my daughter needed the toilet. And normally you'd be like, what happened? I didn't even ask. My older one went, do you want to know what happened? I was like, no, don't care. Really don't care. Dogman. Absolute classic. And you can find me at Sam Absolute FBL. And of course, you can find the Absolute Football Podcast, all the smiley faces, best new content creators, we say every week, because we still are, we're still claiming it. We have to claim it. It happened. We were there. Shah and I can vouch for it.
It was.
We did see it. We are, of course, the Absolute Football Podcast. We are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Tuesday, Absolute Premier League show. On Wednesday, it's Absolutely Women's Football tomorrow with #Team Chaos. And Sean, the Rowdy Rabble, of course, with the lower league on Thursday. On Twitter, we're Absolute Ball Pod, YouTube, Absolute Football Podcast, as well as Twitch, TikTok, Absolute Football Pod, Instagram, Absolute Football Podcast _, Blue Sky, Absolute Football, and Facebook, the Absolute Football Podcast. We are 8:30. Catch us all on there. But for now, we've had a blast. We've had a fun watch along. We almost had a Harry Maguire goal, but not quite. Sometimes dreams just don't happen. But maybe next week. Have a good week with your football, and we'll catch you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.